Hello my lovely Trails fans, welcome back to our next episode of Trails from Zero. Alrighty, so today we are going to be going to like St. Ursula and the Maine's mining village. I guess we got to talk to everyone here first of all. Once you become a tried and true train buff, the thrill of seeing a train morphs into something more akin to love. I try to give every train that stops at the station a girl's name. It helps me admire their beauty even more. The world truly is filled with all sorts of strange people. It sure is, Tio. It sure is. Oh, sweet Adios, we missed the parade. Please forgive your failure of a father, dear. Calm down, Dad, your watch is just fast. Just gonna say it hasn't come through yet. I have to make yet another delivery to Bellegarde Gate tomorrow. I always need to deliver him stuff by the truckloads. What a drag. I've been saving up all of my money for this very day, and now I'm about to party it up with my girl and crossbell till we drop. Well, given our age, I doubt we have nearly enough mirror to party till we drop, but his enthusiasm is starting to rub off on me. Okay, so I guess we just go straight to St. Ursula, and I believe Joshua and Estelle should be there as well. Welcome to St. Ursula Hospital. You're not hurt or sick, are you? Remember not to go overboard with things during the anniversary festival. The most important thing to remember when travelling is to enjoy the cultural uniqueness of the country you're visiting. For example, famous hospitals like this are perfect sightseeing spots with all their research labs and people. Michael's condition has been good today, so he's been allowed to come outside. He still has to stay on the premises though, but since he's usually cooped up in a bed, I think a change of scenery will do him some good. Someone from the IBC came and gave me a stuffed bear yesterday. I love it. Mr. Croy sure is nice, isn't he? I have to water the flowers every day so they don't begin to wilt. Around 2 years ago, our president, Mr. Fisher, established our branch here in Crossbell. And during those 2 years, we've been slowly and surely expanding our events and outreach. I'm pleased with how we've been growing, to tell you the truth. One of our fellow comrades in Rods, Joachim, is a doctor at the hospital. I think I'll invite him to go fishing with me later if I have the chance. I've heard that this hospital has equipment that can automatically assess a person's health. Honestly, with the exhaustion I build up by doing the housework day in day out, I'd love to have a checkup. All the ingredients used for our meals are bought from Mr. Hayworth, a local trader. He's a lifesaver. Fresh and healthy ingredients like these are hard to get at a fair price. I just remembered that professors won't be available tomorrow because of the faculty meeting. I better go ask questions while I still can. Nyop, nyop. Huh? I thought this hospital's food was going to be light and unappetizing, but boy was I wrong. Right, some of these people have the same things they said yesterday in-game, but others do not. It's kind of weird. This building is where all the doctors and nurses live. Living together with all your co-workers sounds like a blast, don't you think? Finally a break. It's not like I have any plans though. Maybe I should pick up fishing like Dr. Gwenter. It's so quiet. I think everyone's out doing their thing right now. Has my time finally come? Have I finally found my perfect chance to clean every nook and cranny of this place? Wow, this part is completely empty. This roof is so big that they managed to fit a whole nother building on top of it. That's amazing. If you climb to the top of the research ward, would you be able to see Crossbell City? Alright, like for example, I definitely remember him saying that. It looks like the tourists have the same prompts from yesterday in-game. But any of like the unique NPCs seem to be different. Yeah, because she was a tourist as well. Even if she's kind of like a uniquely named tourist. This is the clinical record Dr. Beldine asked for. Would you mind giving it to him later for me? Oh, sure thing. Thank you, Lan. Apparently getting a checkup from the doctors here has become something of a tourism fad. I can understand the appeal of experiencing state-of-the-art medical treatment, but it feels wrong to see patients who are actually sick having to wait longer as a result. Yeah, that's what kind of happens with socialised medicine. That's exactly how it is in England. You have to wait behind about 100 people who have maybe a slight bruise or who have the sniffles. Are you here to take your physical? If so, please fill out this paperwork. Since this is your first medical examination with us, it might take some time to prepare. Are you alright with waiting? I don't mind. Should I just sit over there? Of course my follow-up appointment had to be on the day of the parade. Well, at least it's not tomorrow. Let's just get this thing over with. Oh ho, my husband's a child at heart. All these hospital visits could never keep him down. If the doc's schedule is right, today marks the end of my trips to the hospital. After this last checkup, I think I'll celebrate by taking a nice stroll around the festival with the missus. Should be the perfect treat. For some reason, Dr. Gailey and Dr. Largo aren't exactly on the best of terms. Maybe it's because they're too much alike. Similar things repel, after all. Well, would you look who it is, Dr. Gailey. Pray tell, when are you planning to shave that scraggly moustache of yours? It's hardly befitting of a respectable doctor. Ah, Dr. Largo, it simply hasn't been long enough. It's a wonder that you haven't fixed that bald head of yours. It looks like someone took a torch to an America pasture. How about you remove that terrible moustache with those surgeries you love so much? Oh yeah? Well, can your precious internal medicine fix that bald spot of yours? What? Say that again. I dare you. Looking for a fight, Largo? Looks like business marches on as usual at St. Ursula, even when the anniversary festival in full swing. Well, no complaints out of me can really change that, so I guess I'll just read a book or something. Can't say I enjoy wasting my time examining perfectly healthy people. I'm in the middle of making my rounds now. Remember, if you become a nuisance to our patients, I won't hesitate to call security. One of the nurses spotted the mag I got from that old man while she was taking my temp. Might as well have let me die right there. I swear my face went as red as a Tamartian. Yesterday, out of the kindness of my heart, I gave that young gun across from me one of my sexy magazines. Considering how flustered he got when the nurse took his temperature, it definitely looks like it cheered him up. What is a Tamartian? Is that just like a really badly spelt tomato? I'm starving. Since the nurse's breaks are divvied up through a shift system, I often end up having to eat later than I'd like. Trust me, it's always embarrassing when you're taking temperatures and your stomach growls. Because that's the first I've ever heard of a Tamartian. Ophelia still has a lot to learn. Everyone gets hungry, even nurses. You don't have to starve yourself until your lunch break if you're really in that dire need to eat. Take me, for example. When I'm on the move or have a moment's rest, I'm scarfing down a sandwich. Grit, that's what she needs. Hey Mayfair, so what kind of disease does Michael actually have? Oh well, it's a rather complicated one from what I know. He'll need an operation to make a full recovery. But even if that's the case, he's just as scared to go through surgery as almost everyone, so we've reached an impasse until he agrees to it. Huh, is that right? If he could just muster up the courage to get the operation done, he'd get better in no time. There has to be something that could give him that little push he needs. You know, you say some pretty wise stuff once in a blue moon. Wouldn't you just need the parents' permission? I'm doing a little observation here at St. Ursula to get a feel for how doctors operate, for future reference. It's easy to understand how they become so renowned in their respective fields, seeing how exact and efficient they are. My oh my, that doctor was such a cutie. I've no doubt he's a hit with the ladies. Surely a man that's as perfect a package as you must have a wife, Dr. Gwenter, or at least a girlfriend. I'm afraid I'm living the single life, but I actually quite enjoy it that way. You won't really find me mingling with the ladies at all. Now, putting my love life aside, this particular medical examiner... Oh, there's no one special? Thank Adios. I mean, what a shame. Well, if that's the case, I think I'll volunteer. Tonight, you and me. Oh dear, not again. I wish I could feel sorry for him, but the amount of times he causes everyone issues by going fishing, it's hard to feel sorry for the guy. Michelleum is going to be the premier spot tomorrow thanks to that event I'll be forced to miss. Given my circumstances here at the hospital, I didn't receive an invitation this year, but next year I'm sure. Michelleum? Isn't that the wellness resort you can ferry over to from the harbour? So this is the kind of person you'd find cruising over to Michelleum, is it? The place does have a ton of 5-star restaurants and a high-class boutique, so I'm sure that'd be right up his alley. I wonder if we'll get the opportunity to go to Michelleum. This hospital really is huge, but not huge enough to contend with the size of my abode. But what? It's the truth. Oh wow, I knew they made Braille books, but Braille picture books? That's pretty pretty impressive, aren't they? These 3-dimensional pictures literally leap off the page. They really do, though it doesn't seem there are very many of them. When I'm older, I'd like to create Braille picture books myself. But I can't help but wonder if someone like me could even manage that in the first place. Oh, Shizuku. Isn't there still a possibility that you'll be able to regain your eyesight, though? That's what the doctors say, but I think it's important to consider what I will do if it doesn't happen too. Sorry, I must sound annoying talking about silly things like that. Hey now, no being shy around us. Estelle grabbed Shizuku's hands and held them close. Estelle? I've got a great idea. Let's make picture books that every kid can enjoy, together. Don't you worry about a thing, Shizuku. We're here for you. You can tell just how much time and heart the author put into making this book. If this is really something you're passionate about, then as long as you hold on tight to that feeling, I'm sure you'll succeed. Estelle, Joshua, thank you so much. Oh, Shizuku, please don't cry, it's okay. Sorry, maybe I got a bit too cheesy there, didn't I? They probably wouldn't mind if we stepped in, but I think we ought to leave them be. I agree, it sounds like they're having a moment. Hey, there's always next time. Indeed there is. That's really cute. Alright, that was everybody in here. So I'll guess I'll meet you all at the next destination. Alrighty, cathedral time. Let's see how everyone over here is doing. Our cathedral will be busy for the duration of the anniversary festival. Trust me, security gets hard to maintain when there's a lot of people crawling around. The Crossbow Cathedral truly is an extraordinary feat of architecture, don't you think? It's easily 2 or 3 times the size of any chapel in all of the parishes I've ever been in. Dear Adios, this year has been nothing short of amazing. My stock has been selling like hotcakes thanks to you. I can't possibly express the full extent of my gratitude. I'm here praying for a safe trip. I'd be devastated if something happened to me now, ruining my big vacation. Adios, give me a hand here, alright? Oh, Adios, she who dwells above, give guidance to the lambs who have wandered off your path. Late last night, we were visited by a man supposedly from the Imperial government. I saw right through his futile attempt to inveigle me into allowing him to tap into the influential network of the church. Eventually, I was forced to raise my voice and drive him out. As a servant of Adios, it is my obligation to stay politically neutral at all times. I thought that someone would simply barge in like that and make such a bold proposal to the Archbishop. Crossbell's roots of darkness may run deeper than we originally thought. The position of Archbishop comes with a considerable amount of influence within the Septium Church. Archbishop Arolda is an especially prominent figure within the Congregation for Divine Worship. His stance of never ever lending his aid to injustice allows those of us under him to trust in his judgment. We're thinking of heading into the city later. I heard there are a lot of food stalls. It sounds super fun. You should come too, sister. My, it certainly is a tempting offer. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I'll be busy with maths, so I won't be able to join you. But I hope you two enjoy yourselves enough for all three of us. Man, that stinks. Aw, too bad. The children tend to like teasing me, so I went to Sister Marble to see if she had any advice. But all she said to me was, it's just a sign that they warm up to you more easily. What does she mean by that? How in the world does flipping my skirt mean they've warmed up to me? I just don't follow. Perhaps it's because I'm still new to the job. That is very inappropriate. Lives were lost with frightening regularity here before the non-aggression pact was signed. I still remember the dread I felt during all of those funerals. It's a feeling I hope I never have to experience ever again. If I ignore the fact that I somehow ended up in the middle of a bunch of graves, this place really has quite the view. It's hard to beat the feeling you get from looking down at the view from a high up spot like this. Last night I took a stroll through a crowded street. The illuminated townscape was just fabulous. I only wish my dear husband could have been there with me. That's real sad. Alrighty, so I guess probably Maine's Mining Village will be the next destination? Yep, because I don't think there's anybody at the doll studio this time round. A super handsome tourist stopped by town for a little while yesterday. He soaked in the sights, then immediately went right back to Crossbell City. Can you believe that? This is so frustrating. Why does it feel like life's always mocking me? She's trying to get herself a man. I had the chance to check out the anniversary festival, and man was Crossbell City crowded this year. I've heard people say it's all because of Arkansas's new show, and based on the sheer number of people over there, I believe it. Our waitress Luca is about as prickly as a thorn bush, and with a tongue just as sharp as its spines. Maybe I'll bring her some drinks next shift. Seeing her drunk is truly something to behold, and with how much of a lightweight she is, it's not hard to get her there. I'm not really sure about the morality of this plan. I'm sort of busy, but were you looking for something to drink? Just don't hold me responsible for it if you're all in the middle of working right now. Glug glug. Ah, that's the stuff. Drinking alone right around noon is one of the best things life has to offer. This is just iced tea though. Tonight I'm visiting the mayor's house in order to negotiate a septium transaction. Until those crystals are in my grasp, I will never give up. My lady is only this serious when in the middle of a business deal. I hope this all goes well. I haven't been around many mining towns before, but I must say the scenery is pretty spectacular, and there's all sorts of odd doodads to take a look at too. Overall, I'm glad I visited. Just so you know, my husband is rooting for the special support section. I think he has a soft spot for hard-working youngsters like yourselves. Tonight, Felicia intends to come negotiate a deal for a bit of our septium. She has spunk, I'll admit. Depending on how our talk goes, I might actually agree to her terms. Oh, that's a good sign. I want to be a miner someday, so I tried asking Loggy if he could teach me some tricks of the trade. He didn't seem to want to, though. I wonder if he doesn't like his job very much. My granddaughter Amy has been trying to chat up every man that walks into Maine's. That girl's never going to quit, is she? Oh, so she lives here then. Is this Loggy? The chief's son was asking me about my job today. I know he's just interested in what we do, but all I did was end up complaining to him. I really screwed up big time. What much could you really talk about? I mean, you're usually just hanging out under here anyway. You know, having a family really is the best thing in the world. I'm able to work my hardest in the mine because my wife is always lending me her support. I never see these miners mining though. They're always on their breaks. I'm relieved that Max has taken the time to rest and recover from his injury. I was dreadfully worried when it happened. Let's see, maybe I'll brew some tea for the two of us so we can relax. I mean, he's got an excuse to be out here all the time, I guess. Did you know that Sepith is just little fragments of septium? I'm real smart, aren't I? You see, monsters love them some septium, that's why they drop so much Sepith when you take them out. It's no wonder monsters gather like bees to honey around here. This town is all about septium. Huh? Is this a mining helmet? Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised given that this is a mining town. Baccarat, the owner of the general store, used to be my mentor in the mines back in the day. I owe every mining skill in my arsenal thanks to his teaching. The town may have entrusted me with the mine, but I'll never match up to him. I noticed that Alex seems to be down in the dumps since yesterday. Did something happen to him? Woohoo! Woohoo! Haha, there's the echo I was looking for. Alright, that's everyone here. So I guess we have one of the guard stations on the Imperial border. So I'll meet you all there. Alrighty, here we are. Let's go see how everyone's doing. Randy, how's the festival been treating you? Work's been keeping me busy, same as you. Hey, at least you guys get to walk around Crossbow while on the job. Standing here all day can get pretty painful on the legs, you know? We're receiving a shipment of packages from Crossbell City today. We're pretty busy, so I'm gonna have the delivery driver unload everything right when he arrives. Crossbellans not only have trains, but buses too. I'm so jealous of how convenient things are here. If only they built a train station and had bus stops near my house. If they did, I'd be coming to Crossbell whenever I had the chance. There's so many people coming and going. The anniversary festival? Why would I care about that? I just came to sell. Once I finish doing my business, I intend to hurry on home. Here's your passport, everything checks out. Please wait a little while longer while we open the gate for you. Okay, I'll go call my wife then. Whenever I go on sightseeing trips, I always have to check out the local cuisine. I wonder what sort of food awaits me in Crossbell. Stella gave me some extra food again today. The fact that she did the same for every other guardsman doesn't matter. Her kindness touched me all the same. My dearest Stella, you are the most kind, wonderful and amazing woman I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. I'm waiting for my husband to wrap up the departure inspection. I'd wanted to save the anniversary festival a little while longer, but he wasn't able to take any more vacation days. Klez has been acting really strange ever since yesterday. Every time I see him, he's all smiles. Since he's so full of pep, maybe I'll put some stuffed peppers in his lunch. Not too many though, or he'll be the stuffed one. Is there a love blossoming between them? Keep this a secret. Stella had me try the rations that recently came in, and boy did that taste awful. Sure, they may be packed with nutrients, but I doubt I would ever eat them again. I have a newfound respect for the soldiers that have to eat that stuff on all of their field drills. Where the heck am I? Well, whatever. While I'm here, I might as well explore. As the acting leader of Bellegarde Gate, I've had to sort through passport applications for everyone entering and exiting Crossbell State. Now that I think about it, you hardly ever did any office work, right, Randy? Yep, me and paperwork don't mix too well. I usually pushed all that fun stuff onto Carter or Connors, whoever was closer, then voila, perfectly free day. Of course, I made sure to reimburse them by introducing them to the finest girls I knew over in the entertainment district. Those two are in for an interrogation next time I see them. You know, considering how fancy this guy's office is, I would expect to at least see him here once or twice, but I've never seen him here, which goes to show how little work he does do. Whoa, one wrong step and I'll fall to the bottom of the canyon. Ah, this is freaking nuts. It's a long way down. It's so awkward, just the two of us standing guard up here together. Dali is definitely a lot more polite than the others, so gossip isn't really an option. I'd much rather do this alone. I think I'm going to take another break. I have trouble keeping a conversation going with Brood. I wouldn't feel so awkward chatting with another woman, but I'm just so shy around guys. I do wish I could break the ice a little though, seeing we're both posted here. Alrighty, that was everybody at this gate, so I suppose last destination before America Village is going to be the other gate, so I'll meet you all there. Alrighty, here we are. I'd planned on getting my passport checked and returning to Calvert early, but what's with this crowd? Maybe taking the railway would have been a smarter decision. Little by little, Calvardian tourists have started to make their way home. Tomorrow's going to be so packed. Dang, what a crowd. From the look of it, we should set up more regular bus lines between Crossbell and the Republic. Nothing unusual to report. It looks like we're in for another rush. I don't see that many people in here. Okay, looks good. The regularly scheduled bus to Calvert will arrive in roughly 40 minutes, so I'm afraid there's still a bit of wait to go. Ah, alright, thanks for the info. Unless they're all on the other side. There's still another whole day of the anniversary festival, but I decided to head back early. I'm not trying to fight against the crowd of people leaving. It seems that many others had the same idea as me, unfortunately. From the looks of it, we're going to be busy tomorrow too. I better get my stamina up while I still can. Deputy Commander Bales always waits until the other guardsmen have finished eating before taking her lunch break. Instead of fraternizing with the group, the Deputy Commander prefers to draw a distinct line between herself and her subordinates. She's a wise woman who knows how to carry herself like a right and proper leader and looks out for those in her charge. I'm a massive Ilya Plater fan. Trust me, it physically hurts me that I'm stuck slaving away here missing all of the Arkansas performances. I'm sure you'll get the opportunity to slip out eventually. I've been informed that this isn't in fact the passenger waiting room. How careless of me. I already heard her say that last time. CGF training is conducted at the Police Academy's security department. Get this, I've heard that Sergeant Major Seeker graduated from the academy with the highest marks she can get. I've really got to focus if I want to beat her. Yeah, you do. There are countless ruins throughout Crossbell that have been secured simply because the commander decided it was pointless. That haven't been secured, sorry. Because of that, we still have no idea what the true purpose of Stargazer's tower is, or if it's a potential threat. This should be enough to do the job. What are you up to, Deputy Commander? I just finished compiling our files on everything we know about Stargazer's tower. Once the commander returns to the gate, I intend to make an appeal to organize a scouting unit. You sure you want to do that? This is the commander we're talking about. He'll probably shoot down your plan faster than you can explain. I'm well aware of the risks, Orlando, but even if that is the outcome, I'll begin to consider alternative approaches. I told you back in Mainz, didn't I? If people like us give up, then that truly will be the end for this nation. With that in mind, I at least have to try, don't I? You're absolutely right. We're going to keep giving it our all too, Deputy Commander Bales. Whoa, Altair looks so tiny from all the way out here. I'm somewhat moved thinking about how we managed to cross the Great Tangram Hill. Alright, probably just 2 more guards up on top to speak to, and then that should be everybody. Traffic to Calvert has gotten a lot busier. Ugh, crap, I almost fell asleep there. This spot is too peaceful for its own good. Believe me, I really do appreciate the beauty of the scenery on the Republican border. but when I remember that Calvert has its eyes set on Crossbow, it kind of ruins the mood. Alrighty, well, that's everyone spoken to for right now. Next episode, we should be able to head on over to America Village and progress the main story a bit more with the urgent quest. And I'll need to take a look for... There's still a monster we have to kill as well, right? Yep, East Crossbow Highway monster. Alrighty, well, thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode's coming out. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.